he can't put it down on the wall. Yeah, no, I talked to him, told him, and said, he's driving it, not becomes an issue, but it's like a gripping steering wheel. It's been a long day, so.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Delsea Regional Board of Education meeting. As Board President of Delsea Regional High School District Board of Education, I hereby certify that all provisions of the Open Public Meeting Law, PL 1975, Chapter 231, has been met. Notice of this meeting was mailed to the South Jersey Times, the Sentinel, and the Daily Journal, as well as the municipal clerks of Elk and Franklin Township. Ms. Gibbs, would you kindly lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance?
United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Roll call, Mrs. Doherty.
Here.
Mr. Piccirillo.
Here.
Mr. Borelli.
Here.
Mr. Lightfoot, absent. Mr. Dempsey.
Here.
Mr. Matteo, absent. Mrs. Gaglione, absent. Mrs. Beck.
Here.
And Ms. Gibbs. Okay, we have two presentations this evening.
Yes, we do. First responder presentation, Ed Galley.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Thank you for allowing me to come in and speak with you tonight. I am here tonight to speak to you about an upcoming event for the students here at Delsea. The event is called the First Responder Showcase. It's being held here at Delsea Wednesday, June 11th, from 8 a.m. to 11 a.m. Before I get into my event here, I want to give you a little bit of background. So back in 2019, when I was a lieutenant with the Elk Township Police Department, I was tasked with creating a similar event and organizing it. We called it Law Enforcement Appreciation Day. And the concept behind that was we invited local agencies to come in and showcase their agency to the students at Aura Elementary School. We also took the time to recognize the students who had family members as law enforcement in that event. Fast forward today, that event is very successful. It's still ongoing. They just held it back in May. When I came here, I wanted to bring something similar to Delsea. So back in February, I sat down with Ms. DePasquale and we started brainstorming. We thought about making it broader, try to attract more of the interest of the students. So we're now incorporating law enforcement, fire departments, EMS, dispatchers, emergency management. So I sent out invitations to these agencies and the response has been overwhelming. We asked them to come and display their organizations with a three-prong approach. We wanted them to educate, prepare, and engage. By educating, we wanted them to educate the students about their organizations and their responsibilities and their roles. We wanted them to prepare the students by giving them the information that they need to start a career with their organizations. And lastly, we wanted them to engage the community by interacting with the students and breaking down the barriers between the community and first responders. Like I said, the results have been overwhelming. Currently, I have 26 agencies coming, potentially up to 30, with 64 personnel coming here. They're going to showcase their equipment on the grounds between Delsea and the middle school. So please, if you can find the time, try to come out and experience the event yourselves. And before I wrap it up, I do want to say a few thank yous. Thank you to the board. Thank you, Mr. Ciciola, Mrs. DePasquale, Ms. Cardella. The teaching staff has been really supportive with me, volunteering their time and their assistance. the grounds crew, security, and SROs. And before I do leave, I have some pamphlets just to detail the agencies that are coming to you. Do anybody have any questions?
You said June 11th?
June 11th, yes. Yep.
8 to 11?
8 to 11, yes. And I'll leave, can I, thank you.
And that was 8 to 11?
8 to 11, sir.
Before you go, Mr. Ganai,
Yes.
I want to thank you for all you've brought to us and your time here now, being able to educate students, being able to create that connection with the different agencies. And again, we talk about this with teaching, but with the first responders, some of the most important jobs in our community, being able to create that bridge and create that relationship at this point really helps to ensure that we have the people that we need going forward. So thank you.
Yeah, and thank you for
Thank
giving
you
me this
very much.
opportunity. Yes, thank you.
Now we have Dr. Fitzpatrick.
All right, so I wanted to showcase what's been going on in our schools for the entire year, the academic growth that we've been seeing internally. We know that our state data doesn't come back until the end of summer, but that's not the only information we have about how our students are doing and how much they've grown. So I really want to highlight for you what we see and what we've been responding to during the year. So I'll start with math. I'm really happy with where math is going for us. So this is an internal assessment we take. It's a growth measure. The top is the beginning of the year, and green and blue is good. That's on or above level. So you can see as we move from beginning of the year to middle of the year to the end of the year, the green and blue are increasing at a really nice pace. So I'm very happy with that. To look a different way, this is how we look at the beginning of the year, and this is how we've grown in the middle school. So again, we're looking at about 72% on or above grade level in mathematics at the middle school. At the high school, again, green and blue increase over the course of the year to about 18 plus 35.
53.
That's great, yes. Perfect. Even more impressive, and this is something that when this number became available to us is really exciting. So our district percentage at or above proficiency, at the beginning of 2023, it was 37.4. By the end of the year, it was up to 54.6. When we started this year, we started at 46.4, almost 10 points higher than where we started last year, and we still continue to grow to 62%. So what this is showing is that we are building math proficiency back brick by brick, slowly but surely, starting off in a stronger position this year than we started last year. So we're really excited about that. I'll get into the things we've been doing. You've seen our math presentation before, so I'll just highlight that. A Lexile level is kind of a reading measure. So at the middle school, you can see from the beginning of the year, down just above 860, getting up over the 900 mark. That is a really good sign. Anything around 900 and above is an indicator of being college and career ready. So as that average creeps closer to 900 and above, that's a really good sign about how we're going to do on state assessments and things like that. And again, it's a marker of college and career readiness. So we can begin to look at the discrete grade levels. Again, upward trend in both 7th and 8th grade. For the high school, again, really nice upward trend. I love that it's above 1,000 here. That's exactly where it should be. Looking at the grade levels, you can see that nice upward trend. 12th grade, they don't take the assessment as much because a lot of them are moving into other things in their life. So that spike at the end is not just our 12th graders all of a sudden learned how to read in the last month. That's just the way the assessment is given out. But really, really great to see an upward trend. This is just an indication of the type of growth we've seen in the year. So in the high school, we went from a 30-point increase in 23-24 to a 54 point increase in 24-25. and then 68 in the middle school, and a 52 growth. Really, really good. And again, starting off in particularly the middle school in a higher position, a much higher position than we started off in 23-24. This is just all that information put into one graph. So I've already explained it, but again, just really nice growth over the year. This chart is a little tricky because the scale gets smaller. Like it starts at 900 here, and it's at 850 over there. We had to widen the scale to show the amount of growth. So really nice in the 7th grade to be ticking up so much closer to 1250 than we were here. Same thing, had to revamp the chart for growth. Really nice to see those things ticking up closer to 1250. SAT. In 24-25, just ticked a little bit below state average, but our PSAT numbers are looking pretty good, right in the SAT average, a couple points above. So how does this growth happen? Particularly when we talk about, this is the end of my 4th year. When I walked into the district, we were creeping out of the pandemic when the bottom fell out of every school district everywhere. And so we have been rebuilding a school district as we've been operating a school district. So how does this happen? It happens instructionally, adopting high quality instructional materials, expanding our programs where other school districts are restricting their programs. That's expanding CTE. It's bringing in law enforcement. We've been revamping our instructional model. You've all seen the Building Thinking Classrooms presentation, and some of you have visited those classrooms, getting kids out of their seats and re-engaged. We've developed an early warning system that pings counselors and administrators when a student becomes at risk, academically, behaviorally, social, emotionally. We get an alert every week to go and intervene on behalf of that kid. That's something that we have built in-house in Delsea, the first school in the state to do so. That allows us to do data-informed interventions. We've been revising our code of conduct. We've been balancing both restorative practice with accountability. Again, back with that early warning system, to take care of the social emotional needs of students. We partnered with the Food Bank of South Jersey to bring food stability to not just our students, but our families. Our Jefferson Partnership for social workers. Then climate and culture for our staff. Delsea has taken the lead in reducing administrative paperwork that teachers have to complete for silly reasons. In fact, Delsea is such a model of that. You're approving the awarding of a climate and culture grant, and Delsea has been selected to present at the State Teacher Climate and Culture Institute in July to showcase what we've done to ease the burden of paperwork on teachers so they can focus on teaching. And through that time gained back on not completing ridiculous paperwork, we've repurposed the time so that educators can teach how we want them to teach. And because we are one of the 10 AI Vanguard districts in the state, we are adopting platforms to further assist in that planning. So underneath, I created a key that shows you all the ways that we've leveraged funding outside of local funds. So intensive grant writing, some of the grants we get anyway, the ESSER funding, we spent that very responsibly. Again, the AI grant, the bipartisan grant, 2 teacher climate and culture grants, our annual federal funding that we spend. It's about us getting into the room. So with educator paperwork, I go to Trenton once or twice a month to sit on a leadership evaluation and educator evaluation panel so that we can talk about ways to not just ease the burden, but what are different ways that educators can be evaluated besides observations, SGOs. So I've been a part of that conversation and really brought the work we've done in Delsea to the forefront of the state conversation. But all these things behind the scenes are what get you academic improvement. It doesn't happen overnight. It doesn't happen in a single year. It doesn't happen because you want it to happen. It happens because every cog in the machinery works hard. It's not about the fad, it's about the grind of the work. And so it's June. I know our teachers are tired. They deserve the rest when that last day happens. And I know they deserve it because of the results that we're getting. While other people still haven't gotten out of that curve, Delsea is getting out of the curve. And it's just because of the sheer amount of work the professionals in this district have put into doing that. So, any questions?
Bravo.
Dr. Fitz, the articulation with the elementaries, has that improved to support this process? Is that the obvious question?
So what I can tell you, obviously because we have a shared service with ELK, I can in this moment tell you how the class of 2030 is, how the class of 2031 is, all the way down to first grade and kindergarten, and I can vertically articulate that. Franklin has been, our relationship, I'm not going to say they've been much better, I'll say we have all been much better in preserving that relationship so that we get data from Franklin so that we can immediately integrate those students into our interventions and really try to understand them as best we can. Now there's always going to be this barrier. Their systems look different than ours do. But we do a lot of the work behind the scenes, and that takes cultivating a relationship and making sure that it doesn't break.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. That's it for presentation. Have a motion to approve the minutes of the regular session on 5/7.
So moved.
Down 20.
Second.
We have first and second. Any questions on the motion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions? Motion carried. Got a motion for special meeting session of 5/7/25.
So moved.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Any questions on the motion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions? Motion carried. Do I hear a motion for special meeting session of April 30th, 2025?
So moved.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Any questions on the motion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions? Motion carried. Can I hear a motion on the special meeting minutes, executive session, April 30th, 2025? Again,
So moved.
Second.
any questions on the motion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions? Motion carried. Any communications? None? Any citizens to be heard at this time? Please, come forward.
Hello, my name is Linda Bond. I'm a Delsea bus driver. I'm here because, as I know there's only 3 of us here out of a lot of us, but every year in the beginning of the year in August, we are told we're the most important person that these children see in the morning and the last person they see at night. I love my job, I really do. I love being here. But as time goes on, I don't feel like I'm being appreciated. I've been here almost 18 years, and I have to get a second job. Well, I did get a second job, only because for the last 5 years or so, I've always had 7 or 8 hours. We get paid by the hour, not by the day. This year, I have 575, and that's a big drop. I have car payment, I have mortgage, I have electric, just like everybody else. I cannot pay those bills on this job alone. So I have to go get another job at night to pay my bills. And I'm tired. I'm tired of me being here 18 years and then somebody walking in the door and getting more hours than me. That's not fair. I dedicated my 18 years here. I don't call out, I come in and do my job. I do whatever they ask me to do. If they need another driver for something, I can do it, I do. But that's not appreciated. So they won't let us pick our runs by seniority, then there has to be a way that, as somebody like myself that has been here for 18 years, gets appreciated. And I'm not the only one that feels this way, I'm just the only one that is willing to speak. I don't know if all of you have, had a job where you got paid by the hour. I don't know how everybody gets paid now. But as you work somewhere, you get benefits of being there for that time. Here you don't. There's no kind of appreciation for people who've been here and dedicated our time. And I just think that that's wrong. So I came here tonight just to voice my opinion and hopefully get it across that, this is what's happening. And this is part of the reason why they can't keep drivers, because you can't afford it. You have to go get another job. It's very demanding. You go for a few hours in the morning, and then you go for a few hours in the afternoon, and you're pretty much waiting around in between. So I have to get a job at night after I'm done working this. I work till 10, 11 at night. I have to get up at 5 to go do my bus, and it just gets, after a while, it's a lot. So I just, hopefully some things can be changed. I know our contract is up this year, and I didn't agree with what the outcome is, but I was kind of not in that majority of people who said that they were for it. I also feel like when we had our union meeting last week, from what we were told, it's more like bullying, because they'll say, well, if you don't agree with it, then they can privatize. That's not a way of getting around the issues of what's going on. We have to work together, just like, as everybody says, everybody that works for the school, we all work for the school. You can't run the school without everybody participating and doing their job. And that's pretty much what I have to say. Thank you for your time,
Thank you for your.
and hope I get something good out of this.
Thank you, and
Thank you.
I'll reach out and we can talk individually about some of your concerns.
Okay, thank you so much.
Okay?
Thank you. Any other citizens who would like to be heard? Okay, if not, we'll go to the committees, personnel. Mrs. Gagnon.
I make a motion to approve the following teaching staff hires for the 2025-2026 school year as listed.
Second.
We have a first and second. Any questions on the motion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions? Motion carried.
I make a motion to approve following leaves of absence as listed.
Second.
We have a first and second. Any questions on the motion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions? Motion carried.
I make a motion to approve the following resignations as listed.
Second.
We have a first and second. Any questions on the motion? All those in favor? Opposed? Abstentions? Motion carried.
I make a motion to approve the following summer student technology interns from July 1st through August 31st, 2025 at the previously approved rate as listed. Second.
We have a motion and a second. Any questions on the motion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions? Motion carried.
I make a motion to approve the following summer student grounds custodial staff from June 23rd through August 22nd, 2025 at a previously approved rate as listed.
We have a first and second on the motion. Any questions on the motion? All those in favor? Opposed? Abstentions? Motion carried.
I make a motion to approve the following summer grounds custodial staff at a previously approved rate as listed.
Second.
We have a first and second. Any questions on the motion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions? Motion carried.
I make a motion to approve the following HIP position as listed.
Second.
Any questions on the motion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions? Motion carried.
I make a motion to approve the following changes in degree statuses for the 2025-2026 school year as listed.
Second.
Roll call vote. Mrs. Nardi?
Yes.
Mr. Pizzarello?
Yes.
Mr. Borelli?
Yes.
Mr. Lightfoot?
Yes.
Mr. Dempsey?
Yes.
Mrs. Gaglione?
Yes.
Mrs. Beck?
Yes.
Chair votes yes, motion carried.
I make a motion to approve the following rate of pay for the 2025-2026 school year as listed.
All those in favor? Opposed? Abstentions? Motion carried.
I make a motion to approve the following staff as the public relations liaisons for the 2025-2026 school year at a previously approved rate as listed.
Second.
We have a first and a second. Any questions on the motion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions? Motion carried.
I make a motion to approve Daniel Fiver as the district public relations videographer and photographer at a previously approved rate for the 2025-2026 school year.
Second.
We have a first and a second. Any questions on the motion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions? Motion carried.
I make a motion to approve Renetta Medic as the summer online proctor for the personal finance literacy course at a previously approved rate for the 2025-2026 school year.
Second.
We have a first and a second. Any questions on the motion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions? Motion carried.
I make a motion to approve the following district auditorium stage manager positions for the 2025-2026 school year at a previously approved rate as listed.
Second.
We have a first and a second. Any questions on the motion? All those in favor? Opposed? Abstentions? Motion carried.
I make a motion to approve Christine Garnier as a tech crew assistant manager for the 2025-26 school year at a previously approved rate.
Second.
We have a first and second on the motion. Any questions on the motion? All those in favor? Opposed? Abstentions? Motion carried.
I make a motion to approve the following substitute nurses for extended school year, SHAPE, and summer school for summer 2025 at a previously approved rate as listed.
Second.
We have a first and a second. Any questions on the motion? All those in favor? Opposed? Abstentions? Motion carried.
I make a motion to approve the following substitute nurses for the 2025-26 school year at a previously approved rate as listed.
Second.
We have a first and a second. Any questions on the motion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions? Motion carried.
I make a motion to approve the following staff for alternative school and bookbinders for the 2025-26 school year at a previously approved rate as listed.
Second.
We have a first and a second. Any questions on the motion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions? Motion carried.
I make a motion to approve Dominique Mastrodi as a paraprofessional for the summer 2025 extended school year program at a previously approved rate.
Second.
We have a first and a second. Any questions on the motion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions? Motion carried.
I make a motion to approve Anaya Carr as a one-to-one paraprofessional for the summer 2025 SHAPE program at a previously approved rate.
Second.
We have a first and a second. Any questions on the motion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions? Motion carried.
I make a motion to approve the following previously approved SHAPE staff to receive payment for the 3 prep days at a previously approved rate paid for with Title I funds as listed.
Second.
We have a first and a second. Any questions on the motion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions? Motion carried.
I make a motion to approve Francesca Marina for the summer 2025 SHAPE training program at a previously approved rate.
Second.
We have a first and a second. Any questions on the motion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions? Motion carried.
I make a motion to approve the following staff to be paid for 4 days to complete the multi-sensory math training at a previously approved rate paid for with Title I funds as listed.
Second.
We have a first and a second. Any questions on the motion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions? Motion carried.
I make a motion to approve the following long-term substitute as listed.
Second.
We have a first and a second. Roll call to Mrs. Doherty,
Yes.
Mr. Pizzarella,
Yes.
Mr. Borelli,
Yes.
Mr. Lightfoot.
Yes.
Mr. Dempsey.
Yes.
Mrs. Gaglione.
Yes.
Mrs. Beck.
Yes.
Chair votes yes, motion carried.
I make a motion to approve Kelsey Works as the Student Success Data Analyst from July 1st through August 31st, 2025, with a stipend of $5,000 paid for through the bipartisan Stronger Connections Grant.
Second.
We have a first and a second. Roll call vote. Mrs. Doherty.
Yes.
Mr. Picciarello.
Yes.
Mr. Borelli.
Yes.
Mr. Lightfoot.
Yes.
Mr. Dempsey.
Yes.
Mrs. Gaglione.
Yes.
Mrs. Beck.
Yes.
Chair votes yes, motion carried.
I make a motion to approve all Delsea staff to attend the District Summer Professional Development Institute held at DMS on August 5th and August 6th, 2025, at a rate of $110 per day, paid for through the bipartisan Stronger Connections Grant.
Second.
We have a first and a second. Roll call vote. Mrs. Doherty.
Yes.
Mr. Picciarello.
Yes.
Mr. Borelli.
Yes.
Mr. Lightfoot.
Yes.
Mr. Dempsey.
Yes.
Mrs. Gaglione.
Yes.
Mrs. Beck.
Yes.
Chair votes yes, motion carried.
I make a motion to approve Francesca Marina to receive $110 a day to attend AP Biology Summer Institute from July 8th through July 11th, 2025.
Second.
We have a first and a second. Roll call vote. Mrs. Doherty.
Yes.
Mr. Picciarello.
Yes.
Mr. Borelli.
Yes.
Mr. Lightfoot.
Yes.
Mr. Dempsey.
Yes.
Mrs. Gaglione.
Yes.
Mrs. Beck.
Yes.
Chair votes yes, motion carried.
I make a motion to approve all staff members to attend summer improvement workshops as funded through the Artificial Intelligence Grant, Bipartisan Safer Community Stronger Connections Grant, and potential attendance based on receipt of ESEA funds and the Applied for Teacher Climate and Innovation Grant at a previously approved rate.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Any questions on the motion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions? Motion carried.
I make a motion to approve child study team member LDTC Emily Conway to work summer 2025 not to exceed 8 days at a previously approved rate.
Second.
We have a first and second. Any questions on the motion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions? Motion carried.
I make a motion to approve the following curriculum development at a previously approved rate as listed.
Second.
We have a first and a second. Any questions on the motion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions? Motion carried.
I make a motion to approve the following curriculum development at a previously approved rate as listed.
We have a first and a second. Any questions on the motion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions? Motion carried.
I make a motion to approve the following PLC leaders for the 2025-26 school year as listed.
Second.
We have a first and a second. Any questions on the motion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions? Motion carried.
I make a motion to approve the following 2025-26 Schedule B non-athletic positions as listed.
Second.
We have first and second. Any questions on the motion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions? Motion carried.
I make a motion to approve Eileen Fisher to chaperone the GCLC JROTC Cadet Leadership Challenge Summer Camp from June 28th through July 2nd, 2025 at a rate of $200 per day.
Second.
We have a first and a second. Roll call vote. Mrs. Doherty.
Yes.
Mr. Picciarello.
Yes.
Mr. Borelli.
Yes.
Mr. Lightfoot.
Yes.
Mr. Dempsey.
Yes.
Mrs. Gaglione.
Yes.
Mrs. Beck.
Yes.
Chair votes yes. Motion carried.
I make a motion to approve Pasha Char for the 7th period stipend in the amount of $5,000 for the 2024-25 school year, prorated 1 extra period per week.
Second.
We have a first and second. Any questions on the motion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions? Motion carried.
I make a motion to approve the 2025 instructional improvement summer position revision at a previously approved rate as listed.
Second.
We have a first and a second. Any questions on the motion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions? Motion carried.
I make a motion to approve the following positions paid for through the Expanding Innovation in Teacher Climate and Culture Grant as listed.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Roll call vote. Mrs. Doherty.
Yes.
Mr. Pizzarella.
Yes.
Mr. Borelli.
Yes.
Mr. Lightfoot.
Yes.
Mr. Dempsey.
Yes.
Mrs. Gaglione.
Yes.
Mrs. Beck.
Yes.
Chair votes yes, motion carried. Thank you for your report.
That's it.
You earned it.
That's all.
You earned it.
That's all I have. That's all I have.
Budget and Finance, Mr. Pizzarella.
Make a motion to approve the board secretary's report according to state statute for the month of April 2025. The board secretary confirms that no line on account has been overexpended in violation of state statute, and that sufficient funds are available to meet the district financial obligations for the remainder of the fiscal year. Second.
We have a first and second. Any questions on the motion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions? Motion carried.
Make a motion to approve the treasury report in accordance with state statute for the month of April 2025. The treasury report and secretary's report are in agreement with the month of April 2025.
Second.
We have a first and second. Any questions on the motion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions? Motion carried.
Make a motion to approve in accordance with state statute that since certification of the board secretary that there's no changes in anticipated revenue amounts or revenue sources.
Second.
We have a first and second. Any questions on the motion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions? Motion carried.
Make a motion to approve the Board of Education certification that we certify that after review of the Secretary's monthly financial report, upon consultation with the appropriate district officials, that there, as to our knowledge, no major account or funds have been overexpended in violation of state statute, and there's sufficient funds are available to meet the district's financial obligations for the remainder of the fiscal year.
Second.
We have a first and a second. Any questions on the motion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions? Motion carried.
Make a motion to approve the report on transfers of April 2025.
Second.
We have a first and a second. Roll call vote. Mrs. Doherty?
Yes.
Mr. Pizzarella?
Yes.
Mr. Borelli?
Yes.
Mr. Lightfoot?
Yes.
Mr. Dempsey?
Yes.
Mrs. Gaglione?
Yes.
Mrs. Beck?
Yes.
Chair votes yes, motion carried.
Make a motion to approve the following bills as listed.
Second.
We have a first and a second. Roll call vote. Mrs. Doherty?
Yes.
Mr. Pizzarella?
Yes.
Mr. Borelli?
Yes.
Mr. Lightfoot?
Yes.
Mr. Dempsey?
Yes.
Mrs. Gaglione?
Yes.
Mrs. Beck?
Yes.
And chair votes yes, motion carried. Thank you for your report, Mr. Fitzgerald. Mr. Borelli, Education.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I make a motion to approve the following clinics, workshops as listed.
Second.
We have a first and a second. Roll call vote. Mrs. Doherty?
Yes.
Mr. Fitzgerald?
Yes.
Mr. Borelli?
Yes.
Mr. Lightfoot?
Yes.
Mr. Dempsey?
Yes.
Mrs. Gaglione?
Yes.
Mrs. Beck?
Yes.
Chair votes yes, motion carried.
I make a motion to approve the following Rowan University student for clinical placement as listed.
Second.
We have a first and a second. Any questions on the motion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions? Motion carried.
I make a motion to approve the Google certification training revised reimbursement amounts for the following staff as listed.
Second.
We have first and second. Any questions on the motion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions? Motion carried.
Make a motion to approve the following graduate coursework as listed.
Second.
We have a first and a second. Roll call vote. Mrs. Doherty?
Yes.
Mr. Pizzarella?
Yes.
Mr. Borelli?
Yes.
Mr. Lightfoot?
Yes.
Mr. Dempsey?
Yes.
Mrs. Gaglione?
Yes.
Mrs. Beck?
Yes.
Chair votes yes, motion carried.
Make a motion to approve Salem County Special Services to complete evaluations and provide services as needed for the 25-26 school year.
Second.
We have a first and a second. Roll call vote. Mrs. Doherty?
Yes.
Mr. Pizzarella?
Yes.
Mr. Borelli?
Yes.
Mr. Lightfoot?
Yes.
Mr. Dempsey?
Yes.
Mrs. Gaglione?
Yes.
Mrs. Beck?
Yes.
Chair votes yes, motion carried.
Make a motion to approve the continued partnership with the Food Bank of South Jersey to distribute shelf-stable meals for students who live in the areas surrounding Delsea, Elk, and Franklin school districts as needed for the summer of 25 and for the 25-26 school year.
Second.
We have a first and second. Any questions on the motion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions? Motion carried.
Make a motion to approve the Food Bank of South Jersey Summer Meals Partner Agreement for meals and snacks distribution.
Second.
We have a first and second. Any questions on this motion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions? Motion carried.
Make a motion to approve Hewitt Psychiatric to provide services for 25-26 school year.
Second.
We have a first and second. Roll call vote. Mrs. Doherty.
Yes.
Mr. Pizzarello.
Yes.
Mr. Borelli.
Yes.
Mr. Lightfoot.
Yes.
Mr. Dempsey.
Yes.
Mrs. Gaglione.
Yes.
Mrs. Beck.
Yes.
Chair votes yes. Motion carried.
Make a motion to accept the award of Expanding Innovation in Teacher Climate and Culture Competitive Grant in the amount of $61,250.
Second.
We have a first and second. Any questions on the motion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions? Motion carried.
Make a motion to approve the following curriculum courses to be revised as listed.
Second.
We have a first and second. Any questions on the motion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions? Motion carried.
Make a motion to approve the following course to be written as listed.
Second.
First and second. Any questions on the motion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions? Motion carried.
Make a motion to approve EDM Consulting LLC, Elizabeth Menning, as a specialized English, mathematics, and MLL instructional coach from July 1 through September 30th, 2025, at a rate of $680 per day, paid through bipartisan Stronger Connections grant funds.
Second.
We have a first and second. Roll call vote. Mrs. Doherty?
Yes.
Mr. Pizzarello?
Yes.
Mr. Borelli?
Yes.
Mr. Lightfoot?
Yes.
Mr. Dempsey?
Yes.
Mrs. Gaglione?
Yes.
Mrs. Beck?
Yes.
Chair votes yes. Motion carried.
I make a motion to approve the donation from Home Depot for the high school courtyard project.
Second.
Any questions on the motion?
What are we doing?
We are revamping the courtyard with pavers, there's going to be pathway, there's landscaping.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Any further questions? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions? Motion carried.
I make a motion to approve the chemical hygiene plan.
Second.
First and second. Any questions on the motion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions? Motion carried.
That concludes my report.
Thank you. Thank you for your report, Mr. Burley. Policy, Mrs. Doherty, please.
Okay, I make a motion to approve policy 5111, the eligibility of resident and non-resident students.
Second.
We have a first and second. Any questions on the motion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions? Motion carried.
Make a motion to approve policy 5701, academic integrity.
Second.
We have a first and second. Any questions? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions? Motion carried.
That's it.
Thank you for your report. Mr. Lightfoot, athletic activities.
Make a motion to approve the following athletic positions for 2025-2026 school year as listed.
Second.
We have a first and a second. Any questions on the motion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions? Motion carried.
Make a motion to allow the following homeschool students to try out for the following sports for the 2025-2026 school year as listed.
Second.
We have a first and a second. Any questions on the motion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions? Motion carried.
Make a motion for the girls wrestling team to be an official recognized NJSIAA sports for the 2025-2026 school year.
Second.
We have a first and a second. Any questions on the motion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions? Motion carried.
Make a motion to approve the overnight stay for the boys and girls track and field, May 30th, 2025, in South Plainfield, New Jersey.
Second. Any questions on the motion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions? Motion carried.
Make a motion to approve the reimbursement to the wrestling team in the amount of $2,000 for expenses incurred from the state tournament overnight stay.
Any questions? Again, second, I'm sorry. Any questions on the motion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions? Motion carried. Sorry, that's a roll call.
I got it.
Thank you. Mr. Boykin. Building and grounds, someone like to take us?
I'll keep going. Make a motion to approve the following facilities requests as listed.
Second.
We have a first and a second. Any questions on the motion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions? Motion carried. Thank you, Mr. Wood.
Anytime.
Mrs. Beck, cafeteria.
I make a motion to approve the following cafeteria report for April 2025 as listed.
Second.
We have a first and a second. All those, any questions on the motion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions? Motion carried.
I make a motion to approve the NutriServe food management contract, the total cost of $739,062.50, and a management fee of $57,960 for the 2025-26 school year, a 2.4% increase from 24-25.
Second.
We have a first and a second. Roll call, Mrs. Doherty.
Yes.
Mr. Pizzarello.
Yes.
Mr. Borelli. Mr. Lightfoot.
Yes.
Mr. Dempsey.
Yes.
Mrs. Gaglione.
Yes.
Mrs. Beck.
Yes.
Chair votes yes. Motion carried.
I make a motion to approve the lunch and breakfast prices for the 25-26 school year as listed.
Second.
We have a first and a second. Any questions on the motion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions? Motion carried. Thank you for your report. Mr. Dempsey, transportation, please.
I make a motion to approve the following 24-25 transportation jointures as listed.
Second.
We have a first and a second. Any questions on the motion?
Yeah, is that 24-25 or 25-26?
24-25, we had a homeless student that just moved into the district.
Thank you.
Any further questions? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions? Motion carried. Next your report, Mr. Dempsey. Superintendent's report.
Recommend the board approve the following special education tuition student placements as listed.
Second.
You have a motion?
Motion. Second.
A motion and a second. Any questions on the motion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions? Motion carried.
Recommend the board approve the following field trips in accordance with our fee schedule and educational significance as listed.
So moved.
Second.
First and second, any questions on the motion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions? Motion carried.
Recommend the board approve Blaise Leonardo as the Student Board of Education member for the 2025-2026 school year.
So moved.
Second.
We have a first and second. Any questions on the motion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions? Motion carried.
Recommend the board approve the memorandum of agreement between education and law enforcement officials for the 2025-2026 school year.
So moved.
Second.
We have a motion and second. Roll call vote, Mrs. Doherty?
Yes.
Mr. Pizzarello?
Yes.
Mr. Borelli?
Yes.
Mr. Lightfoot?
Yes.
Mr. Dempsey?
Yes.
Mrs. Gaglione?
Yes.
Mrs. Beck?
Yes.
Chair votes yes. Motion carried.
Recommend the board approve the enrollment of employee Brianna Rucci's child into the 8th grade at Delsea Middle School for the 2025-2026 school year.
So moved.
Second.
We have a first and second. Any questions on the motion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions? Motion carried.
Recommend the board approve the April 2025 high school, middle school HIP report as presented last month.
So moved.
Second.
First and second, any questions on the motion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions? Motion carried.
Recommend the board acknowledge the receipt of the May 2025 high school, middle school HIP report as presented.
So moved.
Second.
We have first and second, any questions on the motion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions? Motion carried.
Recommend the board acknowledge the updated district calendar for the 2025-2026 school year.
So moved.
Second.
We have first and second, any questions on the motion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions? Motion carried.
And the district reports are there for your review.
Thank you. Mr. Mill Gibbs, student board member report.
Hello everyone. So this month I just have like a quick report. So the NHS advisors, as well as the president, vice president, treasurer, and secretary, are practicing for Senior Sunday, which is Sunday, this Sunday, June 8th, in the baccalaureate ceremony. So we've kind of been just going over our speeches in preparation for the ceremony on Sunday. And there is the baccalaureate, the award and scholarship presentation, and the breakfast Sunday. And then we also have graduation coming up, which we're really all excited about, as well as project graduation, which is another thing that we're looking forward to. And I just wanted to also mention and give thanks to all the support of the faculty and teachers throughout all 4 years of high school. Delsea has definitely, is about unity and about support and like having somebody's back, and coming to the middle school for the summer and being here all 4 years in high school. It has been a good experience and definitely has taught me a lot. So I appreciate all the support from everyone, including down to janitors and staffing to you guys. So thank you so much for everything.
Thank you.
Mr. Pasquale, please come up.
In our appreciation as Board of Ed, I'd like to present you with this plaque.
Thank you so much.
Okay, it reads, "In recognition of your service as student representative to the Board of Education, your voice, leadership, and commitment to representing your peers made a lasting impact. With appreciation from the Delsea Board of Education 2025.
Thank you so much. I'm
Thank
very
you.
grateful. Thank you guys so much. Thank you.
Okay. Mrs. Beck, legislative reports.
Nothing to add besides what we all get in our emails.
Mr. Collins, report please.
Thank you. Recommend the board approve available balance transfer as of the end of the year to the capital reserve account up to an amount of $950,000.
So moved.
Second.
We have a first and a second. Any questions on the motion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions? Motion carried.
Recommend the board approve available balance transfer as of the end of the year to the maintenance reserve up to an amount of $500,000.
So moved.
Second.
We have a first and second. Any questions on the motion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions? Motion carried.
Recommend the board approve the following shared service agreements as listed.
So moved.
Second.
We have a first and a second. Any questions on the motion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions? Motion carried.
Recommend the board approve the following shared services agreements as listed.
So moved.
Second.
We have a first and a second. Any questions on the motion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions? Motion carried.
That concludes my report.
Thank you, Mr. Collins. Any old business to come before the board? Any new business? Hearing none, are there any citizens that would like to be heard?
Thank you, Tina Dare. I am the president of the Delsea Education Association and high school chemistry teacher. I wanted to come before you today to thank you for granting my leave of absence. I have, as you all know, been elected to be the Secretary-Treasurer of the New Jersey Education Association, and I really just wanted to tell you that I appreciate all the support that I've always been given from you as a board and from the administration. I've 26 years I've taught chemistry here, and I absolutely love this district. I love my job. I love the students that I've taught here, so I will truly miss being here with them every day, and I will miss all the educators that I have grown to have such strong relationships with. I not only have taught here for 26 years, but I also went to high school here. So I have spent so much of my life here at this district, and so it means so much to me, to have the opportunity to take everything that I've learned here and take that to the state level and to be able to represent South Jersey. So I thank you. I thank you for the opportunities. I thank you for the work that you do, because I know that you guys are not paid to do the work that you do here, but yet you come back, you represent this district, and you make sure that you move us in the forward direction. So I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart. I want to thank this administration and the previous administration for everything that they've always done to support me as a union president and to support me also as an educator here at Delsea. So thank you so much.
Thank you. Good luck.
Tina, congratulations, and thank you for everything. What you've accomplished in moving forward in your career is terrific, but even more so, the lasting impact you made on our students will go on for long after we're gone. So,
Thank you.
Anyone else like to be heard? Okay, I make a motion to enter executive session to discuss matters as listed not to be made public at this time. Whereas the NJSA 10-4-12 allows for public body to go into closed session during a public meeting, and whereas the Board of Education, Delsea Regional High School District, has deemed it necessary to go into closed session to discuss certain matters which are exempted from the public. And whereas the regular meeting of the Board of Education reconvened possibly half hour maybe, what to say. Now therefore be resolved, the Board of Education, Delsea Regional High School District go into closed session for the following reasons outlined as NJSA 10-4-1. They will be the superintendent's evaluation and also personnel matters. Kevin? All those in favor of closed session? Okay. Go in.
All hirings pending completion of required state paperwork. I make a motion to approve the non-union salaries for the 2025-26 school year as presented.
We have a first and a second. Any questions on the motion? Roll call vote. Mrs. Doherty?
Yes.
Mr. Picciarello?
Yes.
Mr. Borelli?
Yes.
Mr. Lightfoot?
Yes.
Mr. Dempsey?
Yes.
Mrs. Gaglione?
Yes.
Mrs. Beck?
Yes.
And chair votes yes. Motion carried.
I make a motion to approve the assistant superintendent contract for the 2025-26 school year as presented pending County Department of Education approval.
Second.
We have first and second. Any questions on the motion? Roll call vote. Mrs. Doherty?
Yes.
Mr. Picciarello?
Yes.
Mr. Borelli?
Yes.
Mr. Lightfoot?
Yes.
Mr. Dempsey?
Yes.
Mrs. Gaglione?
Yes.
Mrs. Beck?
Yes.
And chair votes yes. Motion carried.
I make a motion to approve the school business administrator's contract for the 2025-26 school year as presented, pending County Department of Education approval.
Second.
We have a first and a second. Any questions? Roll call. Mrs. Doherty?
Yes.
Mr. Picciarello?
Yes.
Mr. Borelli? Mr. Lightfoot?
Yes.
Mr. Dempsey?
Yes.
Mrs. Gaglione?
Yes.
Mrs. Beck?
Yes.
And chair votes yes. Motion carried. Read that motion.
I make a motion to approve the pay adjustment for Melissa Pilichowski in the amount of $2,394.36 for the 25-26 school year.
Second.
We have first and second. Any questions? Roll call. Mrs. Doherty?
Yes.
Mr. Fitzgerald?
Yes.
Mr. Borelli? Mr. Lightfoot?
Yes.
Mr. Dempsey?
Yes.
Mrs. Gaglione?
Yes.
Mrs. Beck?
Yes.
Chair votes yes, motion carried. Make a motion to accept the evaluation, superintendent's evaluation.
Second.
We have first and second. Roll call. Mrs. Doherty?
Yes.
Mr. Fitzgerald?
Yes.
Mr. Borelli?
Yes.
Mr. Lightfoot?
Yes.
Mr. Dempsey?
Yes.
Mrs. Gaglione?
Yes.
Mrs. Beck?
Yes.
Chair votes yes, motion carried. Anything else come before the board? No. Motion for adjournment?
Second.
We have motion. All in favor?